Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this amazing summit, Creating Calm in the Chaos. This was created to provide the tools in releasing emotional blocks that may have kind of settled from the past, but then during the pandemic might have exacerbated from the isolation that we felt. The tools have been created to use in the comfort of your own home. And each presenter will share actions to help cultivate mindfulness, inner exploration of yourself, and move you to a calmer growth state of a being to improve the quality of your life. My name is Shonda Knuth. I'm one of the hosts here, and I will see you in my presentation later in Uplevel Your Life. But today, I want to focus on Kathy McCrary. She is an energy practitioner and also a coach. She coaches and supports women who have experienced emotional trauma, showing them tools to empower themselves, to move forward, and to create the extraordinary lives they deserve. I am so excited to hear what you have and kind of what you present. Can you just kind of tell us, what do you do, Kathy?
Oh, sure, Shonda, and thank you so much. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited. I'm nervous at the same time. This is not a space that I normally work in, but that's great. But like you said, I'm an energy practitioner. I'm a coach. I'm the owner of Gentle Emergence. And my focus really is to work with women who have experienced some kind of traumatic event or an experience in their life. And it could look like, early childhood traumatic experiences. It could look like physical or emotional abuse. I've worked with people that have PTSD, that have been in the war, and specifically use disconnection as a survival technique. I mean, sometimes we're in a space like when you're a child, things are going on that you have no control over, and you just shut down, you just disconnect so that you can cope and survive in the experience. The same thing with when if you're in an abusive relationship or anything like that, you're just going to do whatever you can to survive what's going on. So, and this connection it's associated with fight or flight. And when we just basically disconnect emotionally, it just helps us block out what's happening around us. And so the problem becomes like, once we are out of this situation, the problem continues to persist because we basically trained our minds to shut down whenever there's any kind of trauma or anything going on. So, and that looks like a lot like your, life on autopilot, feeling apathetic. You've lost all purpose and meaning, and you just feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, just doing what you got to do,
right.
And little things like just day-to-day stuff that you're going through, like taking care of kids, just commuting to work, getting stuck in traffic, just stuff that goes on with your jobs. You go into basically freeze mode. This could, trigger that disconnection response. And so this is something I'm really passionate about, because essentially that was my story for over 50 years.
Is that how you got into doing this work, is kind of your story?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
would you be willing to share that? I
will share that as we get into this. I will share a little bit about that story. And so until I learned, I mean, that was my thing. I mean, I'm like in my late 50s, right? And I'm like, there's got to be more to life than this.
Yes.
So I learned the tools and techniques and everything that helped me. Awesome. And that I want to that I'm now sharing with others.
Wonderful. Well, I think it might be a story that I can't say maybe I'm excited to hear, but I'm certainly I'm excited to hear what brought you to this path and the help that it sounds like you've been able to give people.
So just to tell you a little bit about my story. I mean, today I have an amazing life. I live here in the mountains of Colorado.
Ah,
And a vision that I wouldn't have thought possible even less than 10 years ago.
oh, wow.
I remember when I first started doing this work, um, and I was just like, and started getting into the place where I really wanted to help and support people, and started to have a vision of being in the mountains, close to nature, close to hiking trails, because I love to hike, and having a place, big enough where I could do my coaching work and I could do my energy practice work, a place large enough where I could have people come into and just, do small classes, and a safe place, basically where just people could come and gather. And that's what I have today.
Wonderful.
I've been here, moved to Colorado, California yeah, it's been about 4 years ago,
Okay.
And I attribute it a lot to, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have some incredible teachers and mentors, um, that were there for me, that held space for me when I needed it, and are still there for me today. Um, and again, like I shared, up until I was in my late 50s, I was living my life on autopilot.
Hmm.
you know, uh, just feeling numb and disconnected, from everything. It was, and it was a way I learned to live, and because of my childhood. I mean,
Ah,
I'm one of four kids. My mother gave birth to me when she was 18,
oh, wow.
and she and she didn't have the capacity
Mhm.
to raise one, much less four.
Wow.
So there was a lot of things that was going on in my world, you know, and um, and that's what I learned to do. It's just like, if I stay small, if I stay quiet, if I stay invisible, then I'll be okay,
Ah,
And so, um, and that persisted, because from childhood through my early teens up through, my teenage years, that's the way I learned to cope or survive in my world,
okay.
you know. And so, and that's why it's become my passion and my purpose to help others, because I've been there.
Right.
I've
Yeah,
been there, I lived it, and I came out the other side.
that's awesome.
So um, so you've heard the old adage, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And so, so boy, was I was ready, at that point in time. I mean, like, at that age, my children are grown. I had a successful career in the staffing industry. I was in the staffing industry for like 30 plus years.
Okay.
I was good at what I did, but I was going like, why was I good at what I did? And it's like, I was in sales
Mm-hmm.
and I was, like, I was scared to death. I mean, I was always in a state of
Right.
fear, but obviously I had clients that believed in me more than I did at the time, and um, again, being in a space of, there's got to be more to life than this.
Right. Well, I am curious, are you able to show us some things or some tips and tricks that have helped you along through this?
Yes, what I wanted to do is I have a kind of a reconnection, a breathing technique that you can use, especially if you're in a kind of a state of anxiety or overwhelm.
Okay.
All right, and just kind of reconnect with where you're at. And then what I wanted to do from there was just kind of transition you directly into a kind of a heart-centered meditation.
Perfect. I am
Okay.
excited to experience this alongside of you, if that's okay.
Okay, that would be great. So are
Okay.
we ready for that? Move into that?
I am ready. We are ready.
Okay. So I tried music with this and it didn't work too well in a recording. So it's just going to be me and whoever is sharing this with me, which is awesome.
Awesome.
All right. So just close your eyes and just rest your hands on your knees. And just bring attention to the touch of your body on your seat. And just feel the weight of your body on your chair or your cushion. And just make sure that your back is straight and that you're comfortable. And take a few deep breaths. And while you're breathing deeply, relax your shoulders, your stomach muscles, your face, your hands, and your legs. And just let go of all the tightness in your body. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Just notice what it feels like as the air enters through your nose, down your throat, and just filling your lungs, back out through your nose. And notice your stomach and chest rise and fall. And when you breathe in and each time you breathe out, you just allow your breathing to be natural and relaxed. Now bring your attention back to the feeling of your breath in your nose. Again, just feel your breath going in and out. And just focus on the sensation, just paying attention to each time you breathe in and breathe out. And as you inhale, maybe your breath feels cool. And when you exhale, maybe it feels just a little warmer. Just be aware of the sensation. When your mind wanders or if you become distracted, just notice what is going on in your head. You just gently bring your attention back to your breath, going in and out. And just focus on the feeling of your breath and allow the thoughts and feelings to just come and go in the background. Let's do a body scan, just sensing into the body. And just scan the body, sense what's going on without judgment. Just move through the body, being aware of the sensations and what you're experiencing, and then moving on. Just now starting at your feet, just notice what sensations you're experiencing here. The feet on the ground, the sensation of your feet in your shoes. Just notice what's there. Now move up to the ankles. Just explore what you're feeling here. Again, without judgment. And shifting your attention up into the calves and hamstrings. Feeling the entire leg, just noticing it. And you allow your attention to shift to the hips, the groin, pelvis. And how are you feeling here? And letting your attention move up to the back, low back, mid back. Drifting to the upper back, including the spine and the shoulders and shoulder blades. You may feel your back against the chair. Now allow your attention to move to the front of the body, to the belly, to the chest. You might observe the movement of your torso with the breath. Feel the rise and fall. And observing the shoulders as they fall away from the ears. Notice the arms, the upper arms, how they hang from the shoulders. Bend in the elbow, the forearms, the wrist. And now allow your attention to explore the entire hand. And what are you sensing? What are you experiencing right now?
To answer that?
What?
Did you want me to answer that?
No.
Okay.
Just to yourself.
Okay.
Just experience the sensation in your mind. And just move up to the neck, throat, just drifting upward. Allowing your attention to notice the jaw, the mouth, the lips, the tongue. And explore the muscles of the face around the eyes. Notice the eyes as they rest in their sockets. Just notice what's happening in the forehead, the scalp, the muscles around the ear. Now kind of tune in and explore the body all at once. What are these sensations here? And just stay here for a minute, just scanning into the body, just feeling into the body. Now draw your attention and focus to the heart area. And turn your attention to the torso and chest. And observe and note if you can feel the heart and the heartbeat in the chest. And if you like, just place one hand gently over the heart. And if you can't directly feel the heartbeat, just kind of go in the neighborhood. Perhaps you can feel the rib cage expand with the breath. Maybe, just maybe, you can begin to sense the area around the heart and the heart itself, and even the energy emanating from the heart. Just resting in the heart without judgment, without trying to make anything happen. Just feeling the heartbeat and feeling the movement and the energy that emanates from the heart. And there's an electrical impulse that stimulates the heart. And this electrical energy just becomes a muscular contraction. And this beat happens over and over again, creating an electromagnetic field in the heart. And simply feel the heart. And just sensing it and just giving it some attention. And you can stay here if you like, just feeling into the heart, just becoming aware of the heart. But if you'd like to go a step further, I just invite you to imagine beating into the heart and imagine the breath moving in and out through the heart. And begin to visualize the heart and imagine the breath entering the heart, front, back, side. And as this breath comes in and out, travels throughout the body, mind like a wave that gently approaches the shore. And any tension, any distress, any dis-ease is like the seaweed or footprints on the sand and shore. The healing wave of the breath is intelligent. It knows where to go. It knows what area needs attention. As it comes in and out through the heart, it finds those areas, caresses away the tension, and finds those areas and carries that tension back to the expansive sea on the exhale. And with each inhale, imagine the breath coming into the heart. And each wave smooths away some tension. And with each exhale, you find yourself more and more relaxed and more at peace. And just allow yourself to feel it, just breathing in and out of the heart. And each breath relaxes the body, mind. Each breath is a gentle caress to the heart. And that healing breath wipes away any distress. And you can stay here resting and abiding in the heart breath. We can take another step. And I invite you to call to mind someone or something that you love and appreciate without question. And this can be anyone, a friend, a family member. It can be someone near to us or far away or no longer living with us, or it can be even an experience or a place in nature. Or it can even be a quality you possess in yourself. Something, someone you love and appreciate without question. Now allow yourself to call this person, place, or thing to mind. And imagine dropping this image into your heart. And connect to the image and allow the feelings of love and appreciation to expand and grow in your heart. And with your hands on your heart, you might feel it. And the key here is once you connect with the feeling, once you sense that love, appreciation, or peace, allow the image to dissolve and just simply ride the wave of the feeling. Ride the wave of love and joy, appreciation, peace. And just allow the healing wave of the breath to continue moving in and out through the heart. And as it does so, it carries the feelings of love to all parts of the body and mind. And just continue focusing on the process. And notice when you drift away from it, simply bring it back, or just bring it back to the process. And the key here is just to kind of cultivate a somatic memory of the feeling. And just remembering the feeling so we can call it back to our mind at any time. Tapping into the heart at will. If you find your mind begins to wander and your logical brain begins to take over, it's okay. We've had a lifetime practicing rumination and speculation, judgment. Just come back to the process. And just to remind you of the steps, just simply place your hands on your heart, draw your attention to your chest or heart area. Just feel into the heart. And just allow the breath to come in and out through the heart. And just feel the healing breath like a wave, coming in and out of the heart and washing away tension anywhere it presents itself in the body and the mind. And from there, we cultivate love, peace, and appreciation. So just recognize that you're an active participant in this process of life. So when you're ready, you can take a couple of deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes and just reconnect with your body. And come back to the present moment. Awake, alert, and ready to continue the evening.
Wow. You have a very soft voice that really connects. Yeah, I could really feel it in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, the energy and just even just, my own hands and the energy from my own hands, but then just, and to be honest, this is literally the first time ever when you said to visualize your heart, that I could actually see my heart with the ventricles and like the shape of a real heart. So that was really cool. I haven't been able to do that before. So
that's awesome. But there's
yeah.
so much research now on the Heart Math Institute and the heart and the mind, and and just connecting the heart with the mind. There's so much more information that goes from the heart to the mind to the heart. And,
right.
It's just to find that the heart-centered meditations are so powerful.
They are. That's well, when I do mine, you'll have to listen to my presentation because I talk a little bit about the heart, like the blocks and the walls we like to build around our hearts.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is apropos.
Yes, but no, this one, this was good. It's like literally the visualization was there. And that's something that I've actually kind of struggled with, is that, I have a good imagination, but the actual visualization of things in my head has been like, I haven't really connected with that. So this was the first time like that connection's been made. And it really had a lot just with your voice and the way you brought me through it is what I felt like. So that was good.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, so now I have to act like I know what I'm doing after that great meditation there. And so if anybody else is going to feel what I felt, I know for sure they're going to want to work with you. How would they get in contact with you, Kathy? What would they, where would they go?
So I'm offering, anybody who's listening to this presentation, I'm offering a 30-minute free consultation.
Wonderful.
So if you're interested, if any of this resonates with you, this is my passion and my purpose, so other women don't have to experience what I experience. It gives meaning to the journey.
Yes.
So you can connect with me on my website at gentleemergence.com.
Okay.
Or connect with me on my through my email at lvhpy55.
Wonderful. Okay.
I think live is a really way to remember it. 55@gmail.com.
Wonderful. Well, I just want to thank you so much. As you shared a lot just about your own experiences too, and I'm sure even talking about those sometimes can bring up some feelings. You know, that a person, even though we've worked to heal them, sometimes they're still there, but maybe just don't connect and stick as much. But thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
That was heartfelt.
And again, a big takeaway for me is we can't, I know that I couldn't do this journey by myself, and we
Right.
can't do this journey called life alone. And without the, the guides and the mentors that I've had along the way, I wouldn't be here. And that's
Right.
what I want to be for others.
Wonderful. Well, I look forward to seeing more of you and how this all, works out. And that was fabulous. So thank you so much, Kathy, for coming on. And I hope everybody else out there has a wonderful day or evening or morning, wherever you're watching this. And we'll see you all soon.
Okay, thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.